They look like, in my opinion, again, they look like something that you would get from like Hobby Lobby, the clearance section. And I'm just being really honest with you. Hello everyone, bienvenido otra vez a mi canal. If you're new here, what is up? Today I am finally sitting down to unbox my new cloth and paper box. This is the one that we received in June. I'm filming it on time, but I think it's gonna go up a little bit late because I am behind in posting my reviews of the boxes, and I do like sharing my thoughts with you guys, and I just think it's fun going through it. But so this is the one we received this month in June, and I think it's gonna be dated for August. I have to admit, I did already kind of peek a bit, but I didn't open it up too much. Okay, so here's everything as it comes in the pouch and everything, and with all of the list of all of the items. It's pretty, I feel like it's small compared to some of the other boxes we've gotten, but I do feel like there's like a lot in here. I do not know why. They're so much better. I just had to clean off the lens, which I thought I did, but okay. So let's get everything out of the packaging. I do like to repurpose this packaging, a lot of the packaging, so I try my best not to mess it up too much. Here's everything. O'Malley is sitting right here. She has been awoken from her slumber. Here's all the items in the box. I do usually like to go just in order, but I think I'm gonna do the last two items first for today. The AC just stopped. Just because it's easier. The first item then that I'm gonna show is the clear calendar card, just the monthly card. Excuse me, O'Malley. So here is the August 2026 journaling card. You can always put like a little tiny one of their little sticky notes or something here, but I do keep these in the little pockets of my planner or in my wallet. Lately, I've been adding them to my wallet, or if I end up using like a pocket size or like a mini 5 planner as my wallet, these are perfect for that too, but I do love these every month. Next is the monthly pen set, and it's not really a pen set necessarily, I think, this month because it's one pen. But okay, so she's gonna scratch. O'Malley, what is in your hair? Okay. Oh. Hello, O'Malley. Ew, she put her butt in there. Do you think you could get down? No, okay. 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 So this is the pen. Look, O'Malley. What are you doing? Do you think that you could... Look. What are you doing? What are you doing, O'Malley? So there's the packaging for it. And I did already look at this. The pen and the ink. So it's just a, like, I don't know really much about fountain pens. It's nice. I guess it's like travel friendly or whatever. Wait, this has to come off, right? Oh my god. Does this come off? Oh my god, what the heck? Okay, well I can't even, there we go. I don't know the brand of this. Is it Alaskan B2? I'm confused. So I kind of don't like that they don't give us the specific name of the pens, and because they don't always like add them to their website right away, so it's like you can't even see information about the pen if you don't know what it's called, you know? So that kind of sucks, but I'm not really a fountain pen person. I do like though that it's a 0.38 because that's like my favorite nib size for a pen. I think it's cool that it's, what's it called, retractable or whatever, you know, with this. Not for me though, because I'm not really into fountain pens. And they did give us the ink to go with it, and I'm just gonna wrap it back up. I'm honestly not keeping this because I already know someone who wants it. It's cool though. I do like that they gave us the ink to go with it, and that they gave us a color that's not black. I think this is maybe their saffron color, is that what they call it? But it's like an orangish, orangey red or orange. Yeah, it's nice, I guess. I'm just not into fountain pens, so I won't be keeping this for myself, but it is nice. I think it's a really nice gift item too. You just keep it together and give it as a gift. So now I'm just gonna go from the top to the bottom. So first thing is the film strip photo slide, the little slide that we get every month to collect them every single month. This one's obviously June 2026. Love packaging, and I try not to mess this one up either because this is nice to repurpose and reuse. June 2026 inspiration, the film strip negatives. Does it always say that? Intention box. Does that say that every month? I don't know. Have I not been paying attention? Here is the actual photo slide. What lasts? It's just film, and I have no idea what that is. Is this supposed to be feet? I don't know. These are cool. I say it like every time I open one of these boxes, though. I don't keep mine. I actually give mine to my mom. I gave her all of them all year. She is enjoying having a second one. She also has the cover. I don't have that just because I had no purpose for them. So if it's gonna make her happy to have extras, I gave her mine. I hate the fact that on most of these, at least, oh my gosh, I'm gonna break this. At least one of the images, you can't tell what it is. I don't know why, but that really bothers me. And I mean, I guess it's similar to looking at negatives. Sometimes you don't really know what is in that picture, but still, I don't know, it bothers me because this looks like weird feet or horse hooves, but it also looks like power lines. I don't know. Next is the film strip dashboard duo. More film strip. Hopefully this goes better. Wait, what am I looking for? The dashboard duo. We're onto dashboards already. Okay. Like I have a mess happening here. There we go, so that we can see. Here is the film strip dashboard duo in half letter unpunched. I say this like every single month, every single time I open the box. Mine is not hole punched, and I do that for a specific reason so that I can decide if I want to put it in my half letter disc bound planner, which is what my work planner is, or put it in, I do have A5 ring bound, and I do also have an A5 spiral. So if I get it unpunched, I have 3 options that I can put this in, and I'm not stuck to just putting it in my disc bound system. But let's see what this looks like. It looks like 2 vellum pieces together, so I don't know which way is even supposed to be the front. Actually, wait, is this supposed to be like that with the like acetate on top and the vellum in the back, or the other way? I think I like it better with the acetate in the front. It's decent. Again, though, I do like that they did the red, orangey red, the saffron color to match like with the ink. So that's cute, I guess. And I don't understand, again, what these images are supposed to be. This one kind of looks like stairs or a ledge. I don't know. I find that really annoying that like we can't even tell what it is. But okay, I do love when they give us a duo set and layered pieces so that you can kind of mix and match it with a lot of different things. And I do feel like each of these, if I didn't want to use them together, because I think it's kind of weird, I feel like they should probably layer pretty well with a lot of different dashboards. So I can't really be mad at that. Next is the folded collage dashboard. What? What? Oh, it's this one that you guys, this was a great idea, but I really hate this, to be really honest with you. So folded collage dashboard, half letter unpunched. Yeah. And so it's basically just all plain, and I guess, is it a sticker in there? Yeah, so it's got like a plastic overlay to it, which you probably can't see from my lighting there. It's got like a plastic overlay to it, and so you lift it up and then it's sticky underneath there, so I don't really want to mess it up too much. The cats are using their scratching thing. I think I just bent that. And so that you can put like different things in there to decorate. Like obviously not this, but if you had like a picture, you put it on the inside of there, and then you have like a laminated cover basically to it. I don't know if I would do that though. I think it's a cool idea. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna do it and put something in there and what it is that you are going to put inside of this, because I feel like anything that you would have would be too bulky. And look, I probably already messed it up now that I lifted it up, that it wouldn't like seal right, and so it's just gonna look really messy in the planner, because if it doesn't completely seal and close like around the edges of whatever you put in here, I feel like it might not look good. And then I hate that it's just plain white on the back, like, but it says cloth and paper on the front, and not even like where the hole punches would be. You guys, so if you like this, I love that for you. I don't know what I would do with this. Should I get some glitter and put some glitter in there? I don't know what else I would put. Like I have like sequins, like decorative sequins that I've collected for scrapbooking and stuff. Maybe put that. But then it's like I might as well just laminate that because then it would seal right and not look a mess. Next is the rounded graph inserts. For the inserts, like I said, I already kind of looked through some of this stuff. Well, I looked through it, but didn't open anything up. But you can see these, and immediately, right away, I hate these. It's only because my eyes, like, can't focus on them the way that it should be. Okay. And I'm honestly gonna have to turn them over because I can't look at it. But so, it's the rounded graph inserts, and obviously I get the half letter unpunched. 30 pages, so 15 sheets. Okay, cool. These hurt my eyeballs so bad, more than a regular just graph paper, which I prefer dot grids anyways and not graph, but I can tolerate I can tolerate a graph page, like graph paper. Something about these, I think they look really nice. So if you're into it, cool. For me, my eyes just can't focus on anything except for the little dots in the middle. So like how they have the rounded boxes instead of squared boxes with like nothing in between. Since they're rounded, it creates this little circle in the very middle, and that's all my eyes are focusing on. I don't know why. No matter how many times I've looked at this, that's all I focus on. My eyes go straight into just the little dots. So just looking at it really hurts my eyeballs, and I don't know what it's gonna be like to try to write on these. So I don't even know if I'm gonna keep these for that reason. Maybe I'll keep them like in my stash, but even now I'm trying so hard. And I know this is definitely a me problem, because otherwise they're fine, like very nice. I love that they didn't add any titles or anything again. It's just plain the graph, but it's just that little extra dot in the middle. It just drives me insane. And I'm sure they didn't want to fill it in because then even more your eyes would probably be drawn to just the little dots, I feel like. But I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm a dot grid girl. I can handle a graph page, but when you've created dots in the middle of the graph, that's what my eyes want to look at. I'm sure it's a me problem. And even me looking through the screen right now, at first I was like, oh no, it's fine through the screen. But my eyes immediately went back to the circles. It's so weird. It is so weird. But I mean, it's done so nicely. I love how thin the lines are, but I'm not even sure if you can really tell the like, I can't do it. I can't do it. So I have to cover these up. I have to cover it. It's like really distracting for my eyes. Next is the long page pins in negatives. Something else I was excited for. Okay, so here's the packaging. Already love. I don't know why though they open this way. Does this normally cover up all the information on here? But I like that they give you how, like, examples of how you can use it on the back. And yeah, that's exactly what I like using these page pins for. So it's perfect that we have them in here. Oh my God, the glue that they put on these is like industrial strength. Oh my God, that's fine. It's so strong. Okay. Very, very pretty. I actually really, really like these. And I like that they're the long size, but I think I am still gonna have to trim them. The way that I normally use these little page pins, I use them sometimes to break up stuff in my work planner, the different colors that I have. But this is the main way that I like using it. I take these little calendar cards that they give us, and I'll take like, let's see, which one should I use? I don't know if I use that one. Okay, these are a little dark, but normally when it's like a solid color, it's a little better. But I use them to block off whichever week we're in. So if it was like the second week of August, or technically the first full week of August, I would go like this. And I would probably trim it down since it's a little long. Oh, but it's really sticky, so even on the edge. Oh wow, it's sticky like all the way up to like the very end right there. So these are long, obviously, but a lot of times the ones that I have are just too short, and maybe it was more for when it was the cards and not really the vellum cards, but so that you can see through it, sometimes I'll put it in the back. So I'll go like on the back. Like if I had grabbed a darker one, it probably would have been better. And then that way when you flip it over, you still kind of have a little bit of a highlight to see the week that you're in. That's super crooked, but so that you can still see the date or whatever. So if you don't want to add like a sticker or something on the front and like completely ruin it, I like using some of the stuff that's just like removable, and I'll put it on the back to highlight. But I do really like these, and this is definitely something more than the photo slide. I do really like collecting these. Where's this one go back on? Wait, what did I just do? Oh, is it because I grabbed it upside down? I'm confused. I love collecting their like transparent page flags and stuff like that, so I do really like these a lot. Next is the planner charms. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna have to if you like these planner charms, you're not gonna like anything that I have to say about these, because I was so excited for these because I did obviously watch the like sneak peeks and stuff, and I saw these. I was so excited. I was like, yes, some planner charms. They're gonna be so cute. And even on camera, these looked so cute when they showed them. When I got them, I was very disappointed just because they're just not the quality I was expecting them to be. And right off the bat, I could tell that they weren't going to be. I didn't have to open that to realize that, because they're just thrown in the same bag all together. So to me, in my opinion, my opinion, okay, not much. If they're all just thrown together in the same bag, if they're gonna scratch each other up or whatever, it's gonna happen, you know? So right off the bat just shows that they're just cheaply made because they're just all thrown in the same bag together. But it's the planner charms set of 3, and then you open it, and my biggest issue obviously with them is they're just very cheap looking. They look like, in my opinion, again, they look like something that you would get from like Hobby Lobby, the clearance section. And I'm just being really honest with you, clearance section, because the stuff there is clearance section worth. They're just, you guys, I'm sorry. If you like these, I love that for you. But to me, they're just not it. Everything about them is just so cheap to me, even down to like the little clasp that they used. This is so flimsy and small, and I get that you don't want it to be heavy because you don't want to add too much bulk or like weight to your planners and risk damaging them or whatever. So I understand that they're lightweight, but they are just so, I feel like if I really want to, which I don't, but if I want to, I could go like this and they would break. Okay, so yeah, that's my overall thoughts. It's just that they're cheap. Looks like I could have made these myself. Got them from Hobby Lobby, 39 cents a piece. Yeah. So like I said, I was super excited when I saw these, that they were showing them and like sneak peeking them, but then to have them in person, they are just not, they're not the luxury that I expect from cloth and paper. And I get that it still needs to be cost effective and lightweight and not damage your journals and your books, but I don't know, it ain't really it. Even this one, I feel like it's too large, which I can't believe I'm saying that. I just wish it was smaller. I think that's what really makes this one look so cheapy, is just how big it is. And it's like, I wish that they had done the little arrow and then just not done it in like a square shape, but just had the plastic ever so slightly just around the shape so that it was still the shape and then it was slightly smaller. And I think it would have looked a lot better instead of it being a square and then the arrow. Even though it does kind of look like boxes on the page, and then you've stamped the arrow in there or whatever, or put a sticker. It's just, I still don't like it. The forma, I get that it's a word that they're trying to use to describe, you know, some of their products and stuff like that, but on my notebooks, me personally, I don't want it on there. And I just feel like it's so boring. Like, I feel like if they had done a double charm, it would have been super cute. Like if they had done, not cloth and paper obviously, if they had done like simple luxury as 2 separate little smaller, maybe like half the size of this, and then a little chain as like a double dangle, ooh, would have been so cute. This one, I love that they gave us that pop of like their saffron. I hope that's the right color name, because I keep saying it, this like orange color, but something about it I just don't like. Is this supposed, and it's supposed to be one of their spotlight stickers, right? Is what they're like going for. And I love that it at least is double-sided. But again, I don't know. It's like, even if they had made it a dangle, if they had made at least one like a dangle, so it was like doubled up, or even if they had made it just one single dangled and then put it in that bag, I would have been like, wow, that's so cute. But each of them individually like that, I can't wait to see how much they're going to charge for these, because I don't think they're going to be worth anything that they charge for. That's really harsh. I hate them. Okay. But I probably still will use them. Maybe I'll just put them in my stash. You might see them on a planner because I have them. I'm not gonna waste them. It's just not exciting. They're not what I thought they were gonna be. Number 7, what last travel cover in the clear vinyl is the clear vinyl A5 Slim. Okay, I read that really weird. This though, obviously love. I love getting covers in the sub boxes, and I love plastic covers. I love getting them in the sub boxes. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to buy them because I have so many planner covers, but getting them in the box and getting basically a whole planner, which is what they basically gave us. They basically gave us an entire planner, and including some of the items from the previous boxes can also, obviously, I'm sure you guys are aware, go in these too. So they have given us another whole planner, which love, 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 love that. Okay. And I know the charms are supposed to go in here. I hate that. If you like it. But so here's the cover. Act of Keeping Travel cover. That reads so weird. I don't know why that reads so weird to me. Act of Keeping Travel cover. Clear vinyl. A5 Slim is the size. I think I'm gonna have to cut down notebooks to keep this because I'm giving the other stuff to my mom. Can this come out or is it gonna get stuck? Oh, I didn't mean to do it that way. I wanted to cut, like, rip it down the seams. I wish they would put these in a vellum. That was annoying. Anyways, but I love these. I love plastic covers. I don't know why. Especially in the summertime, I love plastic covers. Very, very pretty. I think you can always change out the color of the rubber bands if you wanted to. I don't care enough to, and I like it with the black. I do love that they give the little bit of metal there so that it doesn't indent the plastic. Love that it has the pen loop, even though I probably won't use it. And then you can decorate the front cover because there is a little pocket. Yeah, so with some of the decorations and stuff that they gave us in some of the previous boxes, you could always slip those into here and decorate it if you want to. Let's see what it says on here. 00, because it's the cover, I guess. Is that why it says 00? Cloth and paper, so we can see the writing. Prove that we are here, attentive and awake. Okay, sure. Traces of being present. Okay. Hold before it fades. What the moment leaves. Okay. Cute. The image does not contain the sound, the page. What? Does not contain the feeling, yet something essential survives. Okay, sure. What stays with us is part... Okay, whatever. I like how it looks though. I like how it looks with the writing, and then it'll add like a little bit of a layering look to it once you add all of your decoration in there. So love that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that kind of to the side so we can look at the other stuff that goes in it. So now is the 2027 dated travel insert, and it's the monthly A5 Slim. And then I'm just gonna go over all of the inserts. There's the 2027 dated travel insert, but it's the weekly horizontal for A5 Slim. So obviously it's all A5 Slim to fit in the cover. And so they gave us 2 different kinds, but technically it's 3 because this one's split up, which I didn't realize at first. So first is the monthlies. So let's look at the monthlies first. I like how it's packaged though, minus the plastic. So travel insert, dated monthly, very nice. But I like the little sleeve. So I love how these look, and I love how they feel in the hand. It's that really nice, like soft, velvety touch to it. And then I do really like that they gave us like foiled cloth and paper, dated monthly, January through December for next year, 2027. And then it's just plain on the back. And I didn't realize, because I'm not really into traveler's notebooks type planning or like journals. I think I have one journal that's basically this setup with the booklets like this. My mom actually pointed out that she likes that they make theirs with like the, how did she call it? She called it something. Threaded spine and not stapled. She doesn't really like the staples, so I guess that's a plus. So that it doesn't mess up the covers or whatever notebook you actually have them in. She just prefers them to be, what was the word I just used? Threaded? Sure. And not together with staples. But so these are nice. It's A5 Slim size. Oh, you get all of the holidays listed out. This is so nice. So basically they gave you a whole planner. Love that. And then it's just a month on 2 pages. And you get a lot of nice space to write. I like that they didn't add lines into this too. So done very nicely. And it's just each month consecutively. Okay. What's at the end? and then just a few notes pages at the end. So there's the monthly, and then they also gave us a set for the weekly, so it's 2 separate so that it's half the year in each. Okay, again, I love how that looks. I even repurposed these, but usually just for pressing flowers. I just press flowers in the middle. Okay, so it's 2 separate books here. Still very nice, and they look the exact same. I think they're the same exact color. They feel same. It's got the silver foiling. Is it the same exact color? Yeah, they're all the same exact color. So the first one you have for 2027 is the January through June, and then they gave us the 2027 July through December, which is really nice. And let's just see what it looks like on the inside. Again, it's threaded, not stapled. Is that the right word? I don't know. I like that they gave us all the calendars. You have the holiday observances again. And this is my favorite layout. This is the layout that I like. It's the same layout that's in the horizontal spiral bound notebook, which is my everyday everything planner, is this layout. So this is my favorite layout for weekly planning. I don't know, it just works best for me. And then I like the little space that they have on the side there. So that's all of the weeks through June, and then just a few notes pages at the back. And then let's see if they put the holidays for the rest of the year. Yeah, so the holidays and everything are in there too. And obviously same layout, just the horizontal. And note pages at the end. Very, very nice. Love all of those. Okay, and then last thing is the storage holder travel insert for A5 Slim. Again, to go into the planner. I love this. I really want to keep this, but I have no use for it really. So this is also something I'm not keeping. I'm just giving it to my mom. My mom is really into traveler's notebook type journals and planners. It's not necessarily my thing. So it's like if I kept it, I would just kind of be hoarding it, I feel like. So that's why I'm gonna give it to her. Sad, because I do really, really like them. It's just not for me. I already have so many planners. Okay. It's just not really my thing, at least not right now. I love pouches. Again, has a little vellum over it. If I can get this off, maybe. Oh my God. It's just a plastic pouch. I like the little subtle cloth and paper. And it looks like, yeah, even the cloth and paper is the silver foiled a little bit. So I do like that. I don't like that they put it on the front though. I'd put it on the back one. And then it's just the zip pouch, and it goes around the rubber band. So it's like you get 2 separate pouches. So I like that. I like that it's plain, clear, that they didn't add a color to it. Really, really nice. So really quick, I'm gonna put this all together because I wanna see it all together, but I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping any of this. I'm keeping just the notebook itself, and or the cover, and I'm gonna go look through my stash and see if I have notebooks that can fit in here. And if they're too wide, I'm just gonna cut them down, because at least it's me using my notebooks that I've probably been hoarding for years. But so this has 4 different rubber bands. I don't really know. See, I don't even know how to do this, guys. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Should I do the monthlies first? We'll do monthly. Where's the middle? I don't know how to do this. I don't really want to use that one. I don't want to break it. So I'm supposed to do this? Wait. I guess I'm going to use this one. This one seems weirdly shorter. Okay, and then do you like put this in the middle of one? Do you put it around all of them? No. I'm gonna put it around this one, I think. Oh my God, can I get it? I get so scared that I'm gonna like break it. Okay. Love. Oh, I love that looks. So even if you don't add anything else in there, it would be just like that. And then it's like you could even add in the little like journaling card, if it'll fit. Or even like this way. I don't know if I would do that way. For which month you're in currently. That's a little bulky, so I'm not gonna add that in there. And then you could add a little charm. I'm not doing that because even though this one looks decent because it's nothing, basically. But it does have the little hook, if I can get it on. I think it's supposed to go on this one. Oh my God, I can't. I don't want to mess it up. Okay. there so that it has a little charm. I'm gonna have to look through my stuff and see if there's a better charm to use, but that looks really cute. And then I would really decorate this up though. So I'm keeping mine so we can see what I do with it. But it looks really, really nice all together. But so let's look at all the items individually. So I'm gonna take this back apart. Yeah, I should have done this after, but I was so excited. I just wanted to see what it looked like together. So let me lay everything out and then we'll be back to my favorite items. Here's everything laid out. I love how everything looks together. I feel like I usually do every month. It just looks so nice. They do a really nice job every month of making everything look so cohesive. Hopefully I can get through this pretty quick because I've already told you guys my thoughts basically on all of the items. A lot of this stuff, to be honest, I didn't like, or I did like it and it's just not something I'm going to be using right away and I don't want to hoard it, so I'm gonna give it away. So yeah, with that being said, here's everything, and I usually like to pick my top 3 items. I feel like it should be easier this month. Okay, so very first thing that I'm going to take out that I actually didn't like at all from this box, and I'm not going to explain much further why, you guys should already know. I think I hated on them enough. Okay, you guys also should already know. And of course I would have put it right in the middle, right? Of course I did that. I can't look at this. But also, again, I'm not going to hate on it any further. I had to push that to the middle. I don't know why I put that right in the middle. So, yeah. Okay, next thing that I did not love about, like, in here. I did like it. I just didn't love it, okay? I'm not a fountain pen person, but I do really like that this one's a 0.38. That's my favorite nib size. I do only have one journal that I do force myself to use a fountain pen in, and I force myself to write in cursive in, but I don't use it very often. I maybe use it once every like month and a half. It's just for like recording like really prominent dreams that I have and stuff like that. So I just don't love it. It's not my favorite item in the box because I don't really use fountain pens, but I think it's cool. I think it's a beautiful gift. Both of these together. Next thing that I didn't love, again, yikes, all of the main ticket items. I also think they could have at least given us 2 or 3 of these. Like, it's just, I feel like it's kind of nothing. It's cool, but it's like, you only gave us 1 at the end of the day too. It's like kind of, yeah. Next. Yikes. Again, I do think these are really, really cool. But since I don't have the little organizer and I just didn't have a notebook to put that organizer on, so I would have just been hoarding it. It's just not my favorite thing because I'm not getting the most joy possible out of using them or using them to decorate with. So it's just not my favorite. Doesn't mean I don't like it. Doesn't mean I might not ever use it because I am keeping it for my collection. But yeah, okay. Actually, well, I mean, my mom is, but I can ask for it back if I wanted to. The taker backer. Okay, so again, I'm someone, I do use these. I love these. They're necessary for my life, my vida, in whichever form they choose to put them in the box. But they're just not my favorite thing, obviously. They're kind of boring compared to the rest of the stuff, but very useful. And I basically kind of need these, actually. I love other stuff more. Next thing. Honestly, now that I'm looking at what's left, right? We've got, well, the 2 monthlies. The monthlies were separate, right? Or the like weeklies were a separate item. A lot of this I'm actually not keeping. So we might not even have a top 3 this month. Oh my god, can you believe it? Because I'm not going to put stuff in my top 3 if I'm not keeping it, honestly. Because if it was top 3, I feel like I would keep it. And I would find a way to use it, at least for this month. Maybe I don't always feel that way, but I do feel that way for this month. If I don't have a top 3, I don't have a top 3. That's just what it is. And yeah, because I actually don't really love this, even though I think it's cool, and I do complain a lot when they don't give us layered pieces. Oh my god, my cat. I'm howling. When they don't give us layered pieces, so I think it's cool that they did, and these can be split up, but together as an item, it's just not my favorite. And I hate that we can't tell what these images are. If I could tell what the images were, I would think it was nicer. I like that it's Asty and Vellum, but it's not my top. It's not top. It's just not top tier, guys. I'm sorry. The next thing that's not my favorite, it's gonna have to be all of these. And this is technically 2 separate items because the weeklies were 1 item together, you know? The weeklies, oh my god, O'Malley, please. And then the monthly was a separate item in the box. So I love these. I think they're so nice. I like that they just did a plain neutral color for them, so that you can decorate them kind of in whatever way you want to for next year. So that's really nice. And I love the way they feel though. Oh my gosh, and now she's rubbing on the tripod, but not my favorite, and I'm not keeping these. They're going straight to my madre, so not my favorite, obviously, because if I like them that much, I would keep them, but I don't want to hoard it and just waste it, because that's what would happen. So technically I would have a top 3, which, okay, this is a top 3. Top 3 items. Cool. But again, I'm not keeping this either because, O'Malley, because it would just be getting hoarded in my drawers. So I'm giving it to my mom. So technically it's a top 3. I guess we could say this is 3rd place. Do we want to call it that? This then is top 3, but it's actually just a top 2 for me this month, which is these straps, because this is literally, out of everything, I mean, besides like this and putting stuff away just in my stash, is really the only things out of this box that I'm gonna be using and really keeping, and that I'm really excited for. So it's like, was this box really worth it? Anyway, so yeah, that's why too I like sharing my thoughts on it, because if you're someone who's deciding whether or not the box is worth it to you, it's like technically these are the only items that I really like. It's $45 or $55, and this is the only thing I'm excited about really this month. Is crazy. But if I was someone that had a use for this, then this box would have made way more sense for me. I still got it though because my mom wanted them, obviously. I have to admit it, and I do admit it over and over again, I'm a sucker for cloth and paper stuff in general. I like having it to collect it. As a planner, stationery, hoarder, I like having the cloth and paper items in my collection in case at some point I do find a use for it. I have it, you know? And then it's discounted by getting it in the sub box. But yeah, a little disappointed with some of the items this month, because when I did see it in the sneak peeks, especially like the charms, I was really excited for them, and then to get them in person and they're just not the quality I was expecting is a little disappointing. But I do love getting covers. I love getting stuff like this. So yeah, and we got stuff that we do like. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Do you agree or disagree? If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell notification so YouTube can let you know every time I do post a new one. So muchísimas gracias for watching este video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.